Hello, hello. Welcome back to Life is Feudal Your Own. I'm sorry there hasn't been a video in the last few days. I had a nasty stomach bug, and I think I'm finally over it, so I will be back to my normal 2 videos a day schedule, and hopefully things will be better. I did make a video on this earlier, but for some reason Streamlabs decided to do an update and I did not have any audio. So hopefully this one will be better. I did make some boots to make walking a little easier. For some reason we ended up in winter, so yeah, I did make some boots. Now I want to go over some of the controls in this game. First thing we want to do is normal movement is WASD, which, you know, that's normal. That's just about every game you play has that. Space is to jump. And you can do Shift, WAS, or D to sprint. So just hold down your Shift, hit your W, and you can sprint. Shift, S. Don't go backwards too good, but it works. There is a combat mode. R shifts between combat and peaceful. So it says pressing the R button toggles between combat and peaceful status. Attack, left mouse button. Block is right mouse button. You can also enter and exit the combat stance by pressing the buttons 1, 2, 3, or 4. Okay. So I'm going to hit R again to get out of it. That's how you shift between combat and peaceful. A lot of the servers on this have PvP. I don't have it set up on this game. In fact, I don't have any animals on this game to begin with. So I'm not really going to worry too much about that. But I'll go over it real quick. Your hotbar slots 1, 2, 3, and 4. You can draw your weapons from the slots. Mouse is the left mouse button to attack. The right mouse button is to block and parry, and the middle mouse button is to pounce. Okay. Interaction, you can use tab to switch between the free look mode, which is just using your mouse to look around, or you can hit tab to get your little pointer up there so you can click on different things. You can use the right mouse button or Q for the context menu. So we can go tab, Q, right mouse button, left mouse button, okay. The left, okay, that is if you're doing something like you're leveling the ground or whatever, you can use the left or the right mouse button. Right mouse button with Q, and you can bring up a little menu with extra things to do. Left mouse button and E will perform the default ability. Default you can set by using, if you're doing something by, like if you're chopping a tree or gathering a branch or whatever, whichever you want your axe to do, then you can set it to do that as the default. That's what it'll do whenever you pick your axe. Alright, I hope that's understandable. I is inventory. I did do some foraging, and I will show you how to do that. I did make some simple tools, and I will show you how to do that. L is your skill tree, and each of your skills you have to bring up to a minimum, usually of level 30, to be able to use that skill. Each skill forms into a new one when you reach a certain level. More skills will open up, and they have to reach a certain minimum to use it. So it's just, basically a skill tree. We have a skill cap on this game. Like my artisan is set basically on 0, and it's almost on 30. My nature's lore is at 50. So, slowly but surely it'll start going up, and I will unlock more skills. P is your status and basically your character, but it's your status and your equipment. You can take a hammer or a shovel or whatever and put in these slots. That way all you have to do is hit the number for it and pull it out and use it, instead of having to go into your inventory and double clicking on it. And I was talking about the boots. I have made a pair of primitive boots. They're not very good, but they work. All that takes to make is just plant fiber. I'll show you how to craft here in a little bit. And then I've got my normal rags that I started with. This down here is my stack caps. I can set them up, down, or I can lock them depending on what ability I want. I'm not sure exactly what ability I want yet, but we'll get into that later. Okay, view. C changes from the first person to the third person. So you hit C. Right now I'm in first. So if you don't like playing in third person, you can hit C and go into first person. Pardon me. You can hold V to as in Victor, to rotate the camera. Just hold down V and you can turn it around. Okay. Control and H hides all your HUD. Makes a blank screen, so if you want to take a screenshot, don't want a bunch of screens up there, that's the way to do it. Just Control H. Control H to bring them back up. F3 shows the ground, which is very handy. It lights it up at night. It'll give you a little bit of light, but you can look and see, especially when you're leveling ground, you know, your high spots, your low spots, which ones you want to level, add dirt to, whatever. So that does help when you're digging. You just equip your shovel, and you notice I right clicked, and now I have some more menus that come up that I can do with it. Right click to get out of it. That's observation mode. You can look at empty, unaltered tiles. Green is empty, flattened tiles. Red is occupied or blocked tiles. And you got 24 altitude above sea level in meters. Okay? What else we got? M is the map, which is really nice. You can use your mouse wheel, scroll in and out, or you can use your plus, minus buttons to bring it in and out. This little red looking one with the person over here on the left bottom, you can click on that and it will show your location, which is really, really nice. Especially if you're looking for your place to settle, you're looking for clay. If you're on one of the server maps, they may use a different map, but you know, they may have a custom map or something, so it'll look different, but it will show clay, it will show the mountains. So if you're looking for certain rock or certain clay pits or water, or you know, basically anything, the map is the way to go. You can X to get out of that. O opens your crafting window, and whatever material you have in your inventory are things you can make. I've got branches. My knife, I could make a small repair kit, but I need nails to make that. I don't have any of that. I don't have any of that. I don't have much left in my inventory. But all you would do would be click on something and it would tell you, show you, you know, I need one softwood billet to make a handle. But O, that's your crafting window. F10. That I usually leave alone, but a lot of people like to change it. So F10 is what you go to rearrange all of your windows. You know, there might be some you don't even want. You can close them. There's, you know, like this message window or a chat window, or, you know, groups. We don't have groups. You know, so you can move these around. You can close them. You can rearrange it any way you want to. And that is F10. Okay, and what else? Gone through the character window. We've looked at F5. Okay, drag and drop. in your inventory, if you have something you don't want, say you picked up some slinger stones and you don't want them in your inventory, you can just left click on it, drag it outside your inventory slot and drop it, and it will drop into a little bag on the ground. You can pick that stuff up for a little while, and then eventually it will despawn. And trees. Whenever you get ready to chop down trees or whatever, you always want to look for trees that have lots of leaves. Don't get the ones that look dead. If you're collecting branches and bark and stuff like that. Okay, birch, maple, and oak are hardwood. You use hardwood for tools, weapons, make charcoal, things like that. Apple, pine, spruce, and mulberry trees are softwood. Those are used basically to make handles and, little things like that. One of the first things you want to level will be nature's lore, and the easiest way to level that is to gather branches, sticks, and bark. Now, I'm kind of jumping around because I have things written down, so it's not really in order. But you can hit shift to run. Pardon me. Number lock is to auto walk. So if you're walking and all you have to do is hit number lock and it will let you walk automatically. All you have to do is just guide yourself. And it's getting dark, of course. Cap lock is auto run. But you don't want to run too far, too long, because it does use your hunger and your stamina. You can sit down and rest. If your stamina or something like that is low, you can use the number 9 to rest. The only thing it does is it does use up hunger, or your food bar. I think that is all the controls. I hope that's all the controls. But to get to the controls, you can hit your escape button and settings, and you can look at a list of controls, and I think you can even change them. So, there's a lot of controls here. So, you can change them any way you want to. Alright. One thing I want to do now is I want to right click on the ground, and that way you can either use your shovel, you can look for things, you can dig a tunnel, you can create. This is a context menu. Inspect, build, whatever. I want to look for, I don't want to look for tracks of peaceful animals because I don't think we have any in the game right now. You can look for materials, edibles, herbs, wild plants. I'm just going to look for materials. And she sits there and does her thing for a second. Let me grab a swallow of coffee. Okay, and if you look around, you've got things that appeared. So let's go over here and that is plant fiber. So gather plant fiber is a default. So you just want to left click. I do have it turned up. I did that when I created my character. So the action speed is faster. Normally it would take a longer than that to collect this stuff. I'm mainly looking for plant fiber. Because there's still some more tools I need to make. Okay, that is flint. We want that. There's some more plant fiber. And that's just basic crafting material. There's some branch. So let's gather that. And as you can see, I have some of my stats are going up. And it's dark, I know, I can't help it. It's snowing. I don't know how we ended up in winter. Probably just a fluke. But I am going to right click and I am going to look for more materials. Let's go through that again. Get a little bit more plant fiber and I should be able to make the other tools I want. Alright. There's some plant fiber. Left click to pick it up. Sling ammo. I'm not using a sling right now, so I'm not going to pick that up. I do want the plant fiber. Try to get as much of that as I can. And you can see the things you're looking for kind of stand out a little bit. No, I don't want sling ammo. Okay, there's some flint. I'm going to need that. And there's, looks like another branch, so let's grab that. Sling ammo, no. Okay. Okay, I am going to hit F3 to kind of light things up just a little bit. Alright, so that gives us a little bit of light so we can see a little bit. Might not be the best, but it helps. Alright, now I want to go to the, let's look at the inventory first. As you can see, my inventory is a mess. But you don't want, later in the game mainly, but normally you do not want to stack things because they have different quality. Like this one, you see the star, it's a quality 3. This one, plant fiber, is quality 22. You want to use a higher quality to craft things. That one is 15. That one is 33. That's not bad. 13, 11, 52. Now that's good quality there. And that one is 10. It's the same way with the branches. That one is 40. But, you know, you don't want, I mean, early game, I don't think it really matters because it works with your skills on along with the quality to average out what quality whatever you make is going to be. Right now, I don't think it really matters that much because we're just starting the game. But I want to look and see exactly what tools I have, because I know there were some I couldn't get made. So we have a shovel. We have a hammer. I have a pickaxe. I have an axe. And I have a knife. And they're all primitive. Now to get into your crafting from this menu, you can just click right down here with this hammer and anvil, and it'll open up your crafting menu. And you can see the things that are lit up are things that I can make now. That I have items in my inventory that I can make. So that does help. Okay, that just talks about the observation mode. Let's get that back up there again. That was F3. Alright. So, but another way that I like to do it is I can click on right click on flintstone and it says drop from inventory. I can click on a branch. There we go. I can drop from inventory, craft hunting gear, create a primitive tool. So let's see what tool I can make. I can make a mortar and pestle. Don't need that right now. Sickle. I don't have one of those. That is for gathering plants and seeds, things like that. So we might as well get one. So I'm going to hit craft, and I'm just going to produce because I just want one. If you hit mass produce, it will keep making the same thing until you run out of material. Alright. Fishing pole, I don't want that right now. Knife, pickaxe, primitive saw, that's what I need. Don't have one of those. That's going to take 3 branches, 7 flintstone, and 3 plant fiber. So let's craft one of those. And it looks like I'm going to need some more branches. Well, no, I want to need some more flintstone because I think I want to use it. Yeah, see, I'm out of flintstone now. Is there anything else I need? I've got a shovel. I'm not going to worry about a sling right now. Snare trap, I will be crafting that, but I'm going to wait till I'm settled. So I think that's all I need right now. But to me, on the crafting, that's the easiest way to do it. Just go to your inventory, click on a piece of material, and it will tell you, you know, in the sub menu, what you can do with it. If you want to make a tool, click on a, right click on a branch, then craft a primitive tool, and it'll come up. But to me, that's the easiest way to do it. But as you can see, I'm out of flint now, so I'm going to have to wait on that. But there's my sickle. There's my saw. So I should have, except for the fishing pole, I still need a fishing pole. But I'm not going to get that right now because my food level is still decent. I mean, it's still 75, so we're in a good shape. Oh, there's the timer. What I am going to do I'm looking for a place that has clay, lots of wood around me, and I need to be near water. I want to be near some mountains or something like that, so I can mine. So I think I'm going to head this way. I think looks like there might be a clay pit over this way, or even over here. I'm not sure about the land. It may be too hilly. I don't know. There's also a little island over here. I've thought about that, but I don't think I really want that because I'd have to swim back to the mainland all the time. I mean, up here, looks like it might be an interesting place. Got a little lake over here. But the next video we'll wander around, see if we can find a good place to call home. But that's going to do it for me today. I hope everybody has a great day. If you liked the video, please hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to hear this old biddy blather on some more. Hit that notification bell if you want to see the next video that pops up. I do normally do 2 videos per day, and I do 2 different videos per day. Eventually I will have 5 or 6 days a week, 2 videos per day, so yeah, that's going to keep me busy. But that's going to do it for me. And like I said, everyone have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye.